Corn has exploded higher plus 7.44% to $466, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 15th, and this is your complete global market briefing. A range-bound session is developing. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading lower by minus 0.42%, at $7,543.59. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. NASDAQ 100 is down minus 1.88%, trading at $29,264. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones futures, techs fall, oil prices rise amid new US-Iran attacks, Taiwan Semi, Nvidia, Micron, SanDisk Investors Business Daily. Dow Jones is trading lower by minus 0.24%, at $52,508. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. DAX slipped minus 0.48% to $24,993. This comes as Wall Street ends lower as Iran tensions dampen risk appetite, the Detroit News, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 ticked up plus 0.21% to $10,520. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, surged plus 6.27% to $279,500. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as AI boom fuels memory chip crunch. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. ASML plunged minus 3.97% to $1,726.04 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that ASML rises 5% after hiking sales forecast for second time this year on strong AI chip demand. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. Nvidia plunged minus 3.52% to $203.53 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Nvidia's latest AI breakthrough may not be a chip, and it could fuel the next data center boom. 24/7 Wall St. Blackwell GPU allocation to hyperscalers is tighter than supply, which is a near-term revenue flaw. The risk that most investors underestimate is valuation compression. The stock trades at a significant premium to the S&P 500. A miss on data center guidance would be punished severely. Near term, watch for any whisper on Blackwell yield rates. BHP surged plus 3.15% to $60.56 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that China is taking on mining giants to reorder a $190 billion market, mining.com. Copper exposure is the long-term investment thesis. BHP's copper assets will benefit from the structural deficit expected this decade as the energy transition drives demand. Iron ore price and China steel output remain the dominant near-term earnings variables. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as Wall Street ends lower as Iran tensions dampen risk appetite, the Detroit News, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Turning to commodities. Brent crude edged higher to $85.44 per barrel, up 0.84% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Dow Jones futures, techs fall, oil prices rise amid new US-Iran attacks, Taiwan Semi, Nvidia, Micron, SanDisk Investors Business Daily. WTI crude edged higher to $80.07 per barrel, up 0.92% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Dow Jones futures, techs fall, oil prices rise amid new US-Iran attacks, Taiwan Semi, Nvidia, Micron, SanDisk Investors Business Daily. Natural gas ticked up to $2.92, up 0.48% on the session. This comes as Wall Street ends lower as Iran tensions dampen risk appetite, the Detroit News, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $4,034.40 per troy ounce, down 0.66% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by why is gold a safe haven investment? Yahoo Finance. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $493.96 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.32% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, gaining 0.33% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.37, losing 0.04% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that gold prices slide as strong dollar outweighs safe haven demand, MSN. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We cover every major global market, every single day. If this kind of daily, actionable analysis is useful to you, please support us with a like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it means a great deal to this channel. Share this with anyone who invests or trades, they will thank you for it. Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.